Students and staff, after our incident last week when the lockdown and active shooter message was broadcast in our school, our administrative staff, along with our Galveston County Sheriff's Department liaison officers, decided that it would be a good idea to talk with you about what to do should an alarm sound during smart lunch, during class changes, or during a time when we are gathered in large groups in the gym or the auditorium. We conduct lockdown drills several times each year while you are in class. It is easy to lock down should an incident occur while our students are safe in classrooms and accounted for. If you are not in class and we have large numbers of students in the hallways or in a large gathering area like the vintage gym, it is not as easy to secure the building. So we need a plan in place so that you will know how to respond. Our intent with this short message is not to scare you or to alarm you. It is simply to give you instructions so that we have a plan in place in the event we were to have a situation. It is always best to be prepared for an emergency. The key to surviving any emergency situation is to be prepared and to have a plan. Remember, this presentation is in preparation for an emergency situation while we are in Smart Lunch, during class changes, or gathered in large areas such as the gym or the auditorium. Should a fire alarm sound at any time, you have been trained since kindergarten to exit the building in an orderly fashion. Always listen for instructions from teachers and staff members. Exit the building through the nearest exit. Do not run, push, or otherwise cause chaos or confusion. Just quickly and quietly exit the building and wait for further instructions. Should a lockdown message sound or should you hear gunshots in the building, law enforcement agencies across the country, including the FBI and our local police agencies, have determined that there are 3 responses that you should know. The first response is to avoid the danger and to remove yourself from the source. This means you are to flee the area as safely, as quickly, and as quietly as possible. Find the nearest exit away from the danger and get out and away from the building. Run across the street to the neighborhood and hide. Try to stay calm, but get away as quickly as possible and encourage others around you to do the same. If you cannot avoid the danger and remove yourself from the source, then find a safe place and lock down. Get to the nearest classroom, office, or closet and lock down. Lock the door and then barricade or block the door with furniture or other items available to you in the room. Stay there and do not open the door. Law enforcement will come to rescue you once they have determined that it is safe for you to exit the room. Lockdown means just that, lock down. We have trained in this procedure. Follow it exactly as we have trained. Get away from the door or the windows, turn the lights off, and be quiet. You did a great job of following our procedures when we had the false alarm last week. Always assume that the alarm is real and respond immediately. If we are conducting a training session or a lockdown drill, you and your teachers will be informed in advance that it is a drill. If you cannot avoid the danger by fleeing and you cannot lock down, and your only option is to fight back because you have been confronted by the attacker, then fight back with all that you have in you. Use whatever is available to you to fight back. If possible, surprise the attacker and fight in groups. Attacking from 2 or 3 sides is likely to be more successful and will put the attacker at a disadvantage. Always listen. Listen for and follow the instructions of the adults around you. Try to stay calm. take deep breaths. Use the training that we have practiced. Know where the exits to the building are. Be smart. Any emergency situation calls for good decisions, not foolish, immature responses that may cost you your life or the life of others. Remember this, that law enforcement will be in charge. Everyone, including our staff, must follow their directions and do exactly as they say. Finally, it is all of our responsibility to keep our schools safe. We can do so by saying something if we see or hear or know of a situation or an individual who may put our school in danger. Tell a teacher, tell an assistant principal, tell one of our officers, tell me, or tell all of us. Just say something. And finally, I just want to visit with you very shortly about Smart Lunch. Smart Lunch is an awesome privilege that not many schools offer their students. We are doing our very best to provide you with the best education possible and to provide you with the support you need to make the grades and complete high school ready and capable of succeeding at the next level, whether that be college, the military, or the workplace. As I have said to you many times, we are asking you for 4 years so that you can prepare for the next 40 years of work. It is your choice if you prepare for work that is enjoyable and rewarding, work that provides well for you and your family and that provides you with many opportunities in life. Or you can choose to do nothing with your time and therefore prepare yourself for a long struggle in life with few choices and fewer opportunities. 40 years is a long time to work at a job that you hate. Some of you are taking full advantage of Smart Lunch, while many of you are not. Many of you are wasting time playing in the hallways. You are loud, you're engaging in horseplay, chasing and hitting each other, or you're just walking around with no purpose or plan. There's a time and a place for everything, and Smart Lunch is not designed, nor was it created as a free playtime. I am hoping that during the next few weeks, more of you take advantage of the opportunity and start using Smart Lunch for the reasons in which it was created. If you do not, we may have to rethink the time and find ways to use it more productively. For safety reasons, we ask that during Smart Lunch that you use quiet voices in the hallways and that you find a place to be. That means in a classroom or seated in the many other places around the building that are available to you. It does not mean standing around in large groups blocking the hallway or just wandering around aimlessly. If this behavior continues and we do not see improvement, then I'm afraid that Smart Lunch may come to an end. You've done a great job cleaning up after yourselves and keeping the building neat. Let's do the same thing with our time. Let's do a great job getting our grades up by attending tutorials and making good use of the time that we have.